last segment, we introduced control charts, and we used a continuous outcome. We can do the same thing for binary outcomes, so 0, 1 outcomes, and the average of the 0, 1 outcomes are then proportions. We do exactly the same thing. We take the average, which here is a proportion, plus minus 3 times sigma. If for some reason this falls out of 0, 1, then we would just round down or round up to 0 and 1. We use here the normal approximation to the binomial distribution when, we're assuming that the sample size or the run length is sufficiently large. And we estimate sigma as follows. This is an approximation. P times 1 minus P divided by R. R is the run length, right? The sample size, and square root as usual. An example. Once upon a time, there was a clinical laboratory and request forms were typed by hand. Subsequently, the laboratory purchased an automatic form reader, and for that to work well, the check marks had to be exactly in the right spot. So the check marks were made by a physician. And the test was conducted to assess how well this worked, whether the check marks were read correctly or not. We have data from 20 consecutive work days. And on each day, there were 300 random forms inspected. And then each time, the fraction of errors or the proportion of errors was recorded. All right, here's the data. Here are the data. We have 20 days, and the fraction is here. It's around 2%, 2%, 3%, something percent. Oh, or down here is 5%. So I'm giving you the average here. And the question is that I have for you is, what is the upper control limit? I will leave you to compute that and move on. Here is a graph. And from the graph, we can see readily that there is one point that sticks out, right? And the question is, well, if this sticks out and we recalculate, what happens to that point? Well, upon investigation, it turned out that in the last 2 days, there was a new physician. And the new physician used a red pen rather than a black or blue pen. And the red pen was very hard to read for this automatic scanner. The solution was, the physician was asked to use a blue or black pen, and this solved the problem. With the knowledge that the last 2 points are not the same as the initial 18, because they used the red pen, we take those 2 out, recalculate things, and you can see now everything is in control. All right, this is the end of this segment. This is actually already the beginning of the next.